Hey everyone, welcome back to the Howard Homestead, or if this is your first time, welcome. We're so glad you found us. I am so sorry for the long time it's taken me to get this last video posted. This is the last video of our vacation that we took in September. It is Grand Turk and Miami is where we're going to be exploring in today's video. And honestly, the reason it's taken me so long is because I've been stressing out because it's going to be a long video. And I was not sure what to do about that, how to fix it. I finally said, just forget it. We're going to let it be the way it is. And I kept in the full length of the alligator presentation in Miami, and because I thought that maybe you would be interested in that. I know I was. So anyway, we're gonna get going, and yeah, you can tell I'm not in my normal environment right now, but I'm just really trying to get this video out. So I'm doing what I can, when I can, where I can. So anyway, I hope you enjoy today's video. Daryl's getting dressed here, so well, we made it to the beautiful island of Grand Turk in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and today we have something on the agenda that we've never done before. It's called a duck boat adventure, and basically we hop on a truck and we tour around wherever they take us on land, and then that truck drives right into the water and turns into a boat. And I think we're gonna see is it the Apollo 7 capsule that landed here in Grand Turk, and donkeys. I'll feel right at home. What else? Lots of different animals that we're supposed to be able to see both on land and in the water, so I'm excited about that. We are a little bit nervous, not about what's going on here, but at home right now there's a fire burning nearby, and it's getting pretty close to us, and about 2 miles east of us the people there are on alert, ready to be evacuated. So I know you guys won't see this until well after we're home, but we're a little bit concerned about that today. I'm praying that everything is okay with everyone that's there now, and you know, everything's going to be okay once we get home. So anyway, Daryl, what's up with you today?
Quack.
Quack. Tonight is the second elegant night, so we ended up not participating in the first one. We just didn't feel like it, so we're gonna do it tonight, get some of those good pictures and whatever. So we're gonna head off down to breakfast and go find us a duck boat.
Turn around and today for about 10 to 15 minutes. But as you can see, the tide is actually real low today. Tide is low today, as you see. Okay guys, we have 2 exits on here, safety briefing. One that you came up on, another one down to the rear end to your right as well. The gentleman in the pink shirt is wearing a pink shirt, sorry. Also, we have life vests under your seats. We also have rafts on board, a beacon. Also, we have fire extinguishers on board to the back and to the front as well, okay? Hopefully we never had to use any of these things, so sit back and enjoy the entry of the Salt Creek. Now, today's day, tide is a bit low, and also someone has a dinghy parking our way. Give us about 2 minutes. Let's see what they have going on under the dock here.
Drive into the water now. There's a dinghy in the way.
Oh, what?
A dinghy, a little boat. I moved it. The tour took us around the island and all the way to the north to the historic lighthouse. We got to see several donkeys along the way, made friends with a few, although it was only because they thought we had food, but whatever. We enjoyed a little bit of time at the lighthouse, and then it was time to head back to the ship. Hey, boy. Hello. Yeah, so we're just about ready to leave Grand Turk. So I'm just going to give you a quick video of this island and how small it is. We basically can see the whole thing right from here. So let's see. It's 7 miles long, 2 miles across. So there you go. There's the island. You see that section in the middle there? That is a huge salt pond. So that is not, well, it probably is seawater, but that's where the salt, one of the spots where the salt is formed, or however it comes about. The water evaporates and leaves salt behind. There's a bunch of salt ponds around the island. That's what this island was known for. Now its main industry is tourism. I just heard a siren. I'm not sure if it's connected or not, but there's a guy down here. I'll show you. That guy right there, I heard something come through on his radio saying something about a medical debarkation. So it would seem that somebody is not doing well and needs to be taken off the ship and taken to the hospital. Interestingly, we had somebody at about 5:30 this morning who needed blood, and they came on and asked for anybody with a certain blood type and who had their donor card with them to go down to the medical center to donate blood. I got up to see if I had my donor card, but I don't, so I wasn't able to help out with that, but they did get enough people to help out, and now you can probably hear the siren too. See that vehicle there? That's the ambulance. It's there it is back there behind the building. Of course, you can't see it because of all the trees and everything, but I wonder if it's coming this way. there's only one hospital on the island and one fire station and police station, and well, that would be because the island is so small. They don't need any more than that. It's kind of funny because they were talking about on our tour, the tour guide was talking about the gas prices and how we shouldn't complain about our $3 or $4 a gallon where we're from, because here it's $8 a gallon. Well, one of the other passengers brought up a good point that yeah, it may be expensive, but there's not very much driving that you would need to do. I mean, what, at most your commute is 7 miles if you live at one tip of the island and need to go to the other for work. So yeah, that's it's a good point. I was thinking also that it might be a good place to have electric cars here, but then it was also pointed out that electricity is very expensive here at 57 cents a kilowatt hour. So they only use the air conditioner if they absolutely need it, because it's so expensive to run it. Yep, here we go. The ambulance is coming down the pier. So I hope the person is okay. I guess we're ready to get going. They're finally pulling up the ropes. There goes the ambulance with the passenger presumably on board. Maybe not. Maybe they were able to treat them here and let them continue their cruise. I wonder what these people do the rest of the week when there is not a cruise ship in port. Well, I hear the ambulance, so it seems maybe the passenger is on board. And his work for the day is done. So we're heading back to our room now. We're in room 6468 at the back corner. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get in. Looks like somebody might be in there. Nope, next door. Hello. So I come back here. Turn on the light. And here is our room. It's a little bit of a mess, but hey, it's the end of the cruise. So it's actually a really nice size room. Who do we have? We've got a rat.
Thought we got rid of those
How
things.
appropriate is that?
Hey,
So
rid of those rats.
here's the view of the room from the corner. And then the bathroom. So, and then the best part about this room is the balcony. We got a nice
Virgin.
big balcony. Here we go. We're on our way back to Miami. Nice calm
Get
seas.
this. We're on from Grand Turk to Miami. It was only an hour and a half. It takes us 2 days to get there.
That night we were treated to a spectacular light show. I've never seen a lightning show over the open waters like that. It was incredible. Seeing the lightning bolts going straight down into the water, it was unlike anything I've ever seen before. Well, we made it back to Miami, and yeah, we're sad. We're happy we had a great time, but we're sad that it's over. You can see in the background here, is that Carnival's newest ship?
No, they have more. Jubilee's the newest.
Oh, the Jubilee's the newest, but this is the second newest, the Celebration, and we went right past it, and it's huge. A lot bigger than this one. So we're heading back home today, but our flight isn't until like 8 o'clock tonight, so we've got all day. It's just about 7 o'clock in the morning right now. We've got all day to do nothing, pretty much. But I did find out, speaking with somebody at our shared table at Sea Day Brunch yesterday, that the excursions that Carnival offers in the port city include airport transport. So since we're going to be having to pay to get to the airport anyway, who knows how much an Uber is going to cost, we decided to do one last excursion, and so we're excited about that. We're going to do what is it? It's a Miami thing. We're going to be seeing alligators and the Everglades and the Animal Planet, Gator Boys, and all that stuff. So it was actually a really good price, and considering that it includes what we were going to have to pay to get to the airport anyway, it was a great deal. So we're super excited about that, and super excited to sleep in our own bed tonight. The bed here was pretty uncomfortable. So anyway, yeah, that's it from the ship. So I'm sure we'll have more video from our excursion today, and there is some serious lightning going on over there. So anyway, yay, welcome back to the United States.
Making some bursts of up to 35 miles an hour. They are faster than the fish they eat, faster than the alligators that try to eat them. This is the 5-foot max. Although he is a young gator, he's already learned very valuable hunting techniques, like how to stalk birds along the shoreline. He'll even pull them out of mid-flight if they fly too close to the water.
She's been acting a little bit funny today. She's been kind of picking fights a little bit, so I've just been keeping an eye on her. And then poor Muttley. I don't know what's up with Muttley, but today nobody likes Muttley either. Muttley's a sweetheart. Hey, sweet boy, what's wrong? What's wrong? Alright guys, so how was the airboat ride?
Yeah.
You guys see any alligators out there?
Yeah.
How many? 2, 3, 6 or 7? Really? 8? That's interesting. That's weird. It's funny. Like out there, you go a certain time. Sometimes you see 8. Sometimes you see 2. I'm actually really happy though because today people are seeing a lot more alligators than they were seeing yesterday. Yesterday, people all day were seeing like 1 or 2 alligators. It was kind of interesting to me because it was a nice day yesterday. I thought people would see more. But that's not bad. You guys came on a good day. That's pretty nice. But before we get started with the show, there's a couple things I want to go over just concerning all the alligators you guys see in here. All these guys in here, they're what's known as nuisance alligators, and basically that just means that they were found anywhere they weren't supposed to be. You know, whether it was someone's backyard, a pond, a canal, a swimming pool, off the golf course, ate the neighbor's dog, something like that. Usually, if you have a nuisance alligator, you're going to want to call out an alligator trapper. Okay, hopefully for you, the trapper catches and removes the alligator. It doesn't matter if the alligator's 3 feet or 13 feet. It takes him 5 minutes or 5 weeks. He's going to charge you the same exact price every single time. And that price is actually nothing. But you got squirrels in your attic, $400. 11-foot alligator in the backyard eating grandma? Don't worry, it's free. You know. Alligator removal. Free in the state of Florida. Hey, come on, guys, that was a good joke. Alligator, thank you. Alligator removal, it's free in the state of Florida because the alligator itself is the payment. You know, trapper gets to keep the alligator. He can then kill it and bring it to a processing plant where he gets paid for the valuable meat and hide. That's where you get alligator boots, belts, handbags, wallets, all that kind of stuff. The state of Florida is very smart by doing that. It saves them a lot of money, but more importantly, it saves them liability by not hiring and paying a trapper. That way, if a trapper does go out and get his arm ripped off, his leg ripped off, you know, there's no workman's compensation, there's no disability checks. You just sort of scratch some dumb redneck's name off a list and hire another trapper. With that being said, I am a licensed alligator trapper for the state of Florida. I work under a guy named Paul. He's one of the few, if not the only committed non-kill trappers in the entire state. Quite frankly, not many people are dumb enough to work 30 to 60 hours a week for free, especially to save an animal that would love to rip your face off the first time you meet it. Like I said, we get paid for the valuable meat and hide of the alligator. We don't kill them. If another trapper did go out to get them, more than likely they'd be harvested. So this is a rescue, not in the sense that they're rescued from injury, it's more the rescue from like the Louis Vuitton wrap, you know. But generally when we get one of these guys, they'll come in the pit overnight and then they get relocated to a wildlife preserve down in Homestead, but they can never truly go back out into the wild. Okay, they tried relocating these guys years ago, way back when they were endangered. Back then, if an alligator ate your dog, they'd move it 50 miles out into the Everglades. A few months later, your new puppy would vanish. So the same gator, he found his way home. They'd relocate him a second time to an even further, more remote location. Somehow, some way, he's back at the house and won't leave. My sister had a boyfriend like that one time. but him I got rid of. Thanks, guys. So, what we do in this pit, alligator wrestling, kind of, sort of. It's not like actual wrestling, I do have to say that. I'm not going to kick, punch, or hurt the alligators in any way. Young boys in particular, they get especially disappointed. They think I'm going to come in here with a luchador mask and a folding chair and just start cracking alligators over the skull. It's not that kind of wrestling. All alligator wrestling really is, it's the old Seminole capturing techniques mimicked in a pit like this with a few extra stunts thrown in. There's 3 or 4 of us who actually volunteer our time here. We're not employed by the park for the same reason the trappers aren't employed by the state. That's just liability. So the only money I do make throughout the day, it comes from the tip basket you guys see down there. So anything you throw in there for me goes towards any medical bills I may get doing the shows, gas and equipment to go out and get these guys. Quite frankly, it also goes towards keeping the lights on. So anything you guys do throw in there, I appreciate. But with that, if any of you are familiar with the television show on Animal Planet called Gator Boys, you're going to notice a different reaction between the alligators you guys see in this pit and the wild alligators you see on TV. You know, normally, if I were to get this close to a wild alligator, it's going to do one of 2 things. I guarantee you neither of which is just this. It's going to either, A, make some huge explosive moves to attack me, but that would be out of self-defense. That'd be him thinking that I'm a predator, I'm a threat, or more likely, he'd make an equally explosive move to try to escape. Either way, there's going to be some massive explosion of energy.
All right, Dad.
Massive explosion of energy. Hey, Godzilla, that's your cue. Hey, you're supposed to be a big, scary alligator. Hey, but we rehearsed this. You're embarrassing me in front of people.
It's nap time.
Yeah, these guys don't do that so much. These guys don't do that because most of them have been in here long enough to realize I'm not a threat, I'm not going to hurt them. You know, alligators are ectothermic or cold-blooded, so they really only have a handful of those big explosive moves in them before their bodies begin to fill up with lactic acid. Eventually they can barely move. So if all of these guys in here know the worst possible outcome is me sitting on their backs right there for 7 or 8 minutes telling them a cute bad joke, it's not worth fighting me all out for the next 15 minutes and then being completely exhausted for the next 1 or 2 hours. You know, it's just not worth the trade-off. If there's one thing these guys are good at, it's conserving energy. You know, you look at an alligator like Zilla, whose head I grabbed out of the water, Zeus up at the front of the dog pile, even John, Muttley, Fahrenheit right there, who's that, Snoopy over there, Devo by himself because he's a jerk. Most of these guys in here, they can easily go 6 months no food at all. You know, this is what they do for a living and they're really good at it. Now, it doesn't mean that they like me, or we're friends, or we go out for custard and take windy walks on the beach together at night, you know. These guys, they don't like me. It's actually a lot like my parents' house around the holidays. Everybody just kind of tolerates me. But, with that, I'm going to go ahead and grab you guys an alligator. And I do have a certain rotation system I use just to make sure each gator's not doing too many shows throughout the day. I like to keep it at 1 or 2 shows tops just so they don't get stressed out or anything like that. And it is... Why not grab Guapo for this one? And it is Guapo's show. What's up, Swamp Thing? How you doing, baby? How are you doing? This is Swamp Thing right here. Swamp Thing doesn't do shows. He's in here really because he has cataracts in one eye, he's blind in the other eye, he's got a broken back leg, broken front leg, and he's in here just so we can kind of take care of him, hand feed him and everything, just because if not, he'd have a hard time even down at the preserve. I mean, look, that's not the reason why he's in here. He's in here because he ate not 1 but 2 Pomeranians. So, I mean, look, if it were up to me, I would have just left him out there, but somebody complained. Hey, Guapo, you want to do a show? Be nice, Fahrenheit. Nice. Give him a second to kind of settle in. But this isn't as impressive as it seems. It's actually filled with styrofoam. All right. So, you were a Seminole warrior back in the late 1800s. Going out catching one of these guys, you're doing it to feed your family, but you always wanted to catch them alive. Okay, alligator meat spoils very quickly in the hot Florida sun. First thing you want to do, you want to secure the jaws. Alligator this size, he has over 2,000 pounds of crushing power per square inch in his jaws. It's enough to crush any bone in your body. You do need 2 hands to tie a good knot. So something has to hold those jaws shut while you do it. You risk losing your fingers in the process. The Seminoles, they came up with a technique that we now refer to as bulldogging. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Guapo's jaws shut between my chin and my chest, and I will leave my hands free to take out leather or rope and tie a knot. If you want to take any pictures, I recommend waiting till my arms go out to the side, when you see the blood pouring down my throat. Whichever comes first. This is usually why I tell the kids to just, hey, stay in school. Once you get in school, you don't even look old enough to be in school. She's like, nah, not yet. take your pictures quickly, please. So, give me time to take out leather rope, do a couple wraps, tie a knot, and have myself a cotton-tied alligator. Now, judging by the complete lack of applause, the one golf clap I'm getting. Hey, listen, if I have to ask for it, it's just pity applause. just throw that out there. I'm going to go over some of Guapo's anatomy for you guys real quick. The eyes of an alligator, very well protected. They have very deep eye sockets. So anything threatens the eyes, they just kind of drop to the bottom of the eye sockets out of the way of harm. He's got upper leathery eyelids, lower eyelids like you and I have. He also has a third eyelid. It's called the nictitating membrane. It's a little transparent lens you're going to see from front to back. I'm going to show you guys on this side first, but you're going to see it right when the eye kind of pops open, okay? So, right there, and then right there, and that nictitating membrane kind of acts like a pair of goggles for the alligator underwater. Right there. It also helps him to clear dust and debris from his eyes. Wait for it. There it is. And then right behind his eyes, his ears, his little flaps. Very cute, very cute. And even with those small ears, alligators can actually hear better than you and I can on land. They can also hear very, very well under the water. Now, between the ears, behind the eyes, located right about there, alligator's brain. Now, the alligator's brain is about the size of a walnut, if I'm being generous. The only animal in the entire world with a smaller brain to body size ratio is, of course, the alligator wrestling. I still don't get that joke. You may be asking yourself, what separates alligator wrestling from alligator capturing? Dangerous stunts. Let's do right now. This first trick is called the Florida Smile. It's just opening the alligator's jaws, showing all 80 teeth. They know you're an alligator. You don't have to do anything scary. So, like I was saying, he's got 40 teeth on top, 40 teeth on the bottom. If you look at the back of the throat, you're going to see he has little to no throat opening. He's got an oversized palatal valve or glottis that actually allows him to capture his prey underwater without drowning. He usually then surfaces above the water to swallow that prey whole. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do one last trick for you guys. This last trick, if it's done right, it's called the close shake. If it goes horribly, horribly wrong, it's called the face off. Listen, hey, when I was a kid, my dream was always to be a musician. The entertainment industry sucked me in. This is where it spit me out. Hey, seriously, kid, just stay in school. Hey, look, last trick, no hero stuff. Just be cool, man. Just be cool. Wait, should I not do this? No, seriously, I don't know. It's my first day here. I thought it looked kind of cool. Do it, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. See, I appreciate that. You know?
How employee of the months are made.
Exactly. There you go. It's always been my dream to be an Everglades Holiday Park employee of the month. Listen, this smells amazing, by the way. Thank you. As you guys can see, there's no animosity towards me. There's no hard feelings or anything like that. They're not man-eating vicious monsters like people make them out to be. If you leave them alone, you don't feed them, you don't swim in their habitats, they'll leave you alone. And Guapo, he's only been in here for about 6 months. It's not like he was born in captivity and he was bred to be like this. It's just him as an alligator, as an individual alligator. He has a good temperament. He understands that I'm not going to hurt him. It's a mutual respect thing. Where it's like he knows I'm not going to hurt him. He knows he's going to get to go away at the end of the show. And so he lets me do what I'm doing with him. But I tell people all the time, it's like, I'm not special for doing this. I understand how to work with alligators. I understand their body language and everything. I can read them really well. but he's the special one for letting me do this. You know, these animals, I feel like they deserve more appreciation than they get. We see them always making these big explosive moves, hurting stuff, and it's like you see that on videos, and it's like you don't know what happened before the camera went on. A lot of the times when they're doing that, it's because they're scared. It's not because they're just angry. So these guys, they don't get aggressive, they don't get angry, they get hungry and they get feedy, because when it's like ducks. You feed the ducks start chasing you for food. You feed these guys, they start chasing you for food. You don't have food, you are the food. You know, that's the way it works. So you just don't feed them, you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. But with that, guys, that's the end of the show. Again, anything you can throw in the tip basket, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Listen, when you exit, you're going to exit to your left and then kind of circle around back. They have a baby alligator and a snake back there for you guys to check out. It is cool. I recommend checking it out. If anybody has any questions, feel free to Google it. I got to get all the bad jokes out. If anybody has any questions, I'll be here. Thank you guys for coming out. God bless. Have a safe trip. Thanks.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Next week, I promise it will return to more farm stuff. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a video out next week because I'm going to be out of town. I'll do my best to get it out either early or late, but I'll do my best. We'll see what happens. So, also wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be starting up movie night with the goats again. And it's been a hassle trying to come up with a date that was going to work. So I think we're looking at November 9th right now. So, I will be putting that out on Facebook and look there for some more information. So anyway, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye.